I've never believed in normal. It's not easily definable. Norms are too dynamic, too contextual. The only norms I've ever liked are the robot from Phineas and Ferb and the Canadian politician. We give so much power to these artificial behaviors as if a global health crisis can't change them in a heartbeat. A heartbeat. When's the last time you listened to yours? Too busy focused on chores, focused on doors, whether they're open or closed, focused on more money, more success, more abundance. But when's the last time you focused on your core? You sit up all night watching time tick tock away just to wake up feeling washed and bored. Before you tighten up, let's do a little exercise. How much weight can you handle? The new normal is that any weight is seen as a burden. A delay of your birthday Amazon delivery, waiting for that love interest to say they like you first. How about that job interview callback? How dare someone make you wait for something in 2021? How much do people hate waiting these days from 1 to 10? About 20, 21. It's funny how society hails itself as constantly progressing, and yet we have the same problems we had 50 years ago. A disease treatable with a contested vaccine against a backdrop of racial tension. But we have technology. The income gap is larger than ever, but let's applaud upward mobility when the only thing moving up is the national debt and the top 1%. It's funny how comfortable people have gotten with the new normal. Is it possible that a transition to a mass society was more symbolic than we realized? That putting on tangible masks just lets us see the intangible mask we've always been wearing the whole time with our eyes. Some people say they'll keep masks because the world is dirty. It's always been, but your self-righteousness loves the fact that now the world can know how much cleaner you are than everyone else. Just don't look at the dirt you swept under the rug, or the fake smiles you give after fake hugs, or the gold digging you do secretly, either in your own nose or other people's pockets. It's easy to feel like a superstar in the game of life when everyone applauds you for taking 1 or 2 shots. Who knows, you might take a third one as an ego booster. You can take a shot for the team, but you won't take a shot at your dream. What is new and what is normal? Not spending intentional time with each other, covering ourselves in PPE, personal protective emotions, so that we aren't truly coming into contact with each other and exposing ourselves to each other, doing as much as we can from home to avoid dealing with others as much as possible, only caring to form relationships and connections with those who think like us, thinking the single action or inaction of someone should determine your relationship to them and even the value of their soul and place in society, living life in our own best interests, whatever they may be, seeking escape from the reality of our lives. None of those trends started in the spring of 2020. They began way before that. This situation has simply brought that stuff to the forefront. Society was already hanging by a few threads, and none of us were tailor-made for this unraveling of the fabric of society. But don't worry, we only need a few million needles and we can stick ourselves back together without a problem, right? Or left shoulder, whichever one hurts less. But what hurts less, burying your ego or burying a loved one? Don't answer too fast. You might surprise yourself.